What's up, guys? We are back on Pokemon Showdown for another episode of Road to Top 10 in the RU tier. Now, unfortunately, I was recording right before this for about half an hour, just one episode, and I realized after that my mic was not connected, so half an hour just talking for no reason. Sorry about that, guys, but basically, I climbed up the ladder just a bit. Not too much, though, because I was getting hacks. I can't blame it on hacks, but, hacks is what happens. I'm at 1410, though. Number 10 is 1526. Still a little while to go. Let's just look for a battle, though. Shout outs to my boy Kevin, of course, for the RU team. And thank you, everybody, for the continued support, the likes, the comments. Hopefully, we can find some good battles. Decent battles, at least. But, yeah, let's just get right into... the match. So, I'm just going to pause it until we find one. Let's get right into it. I'm going to pause it. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I'm going to pause until we find one. I'll be right back. Alright, so we have found a battle versus a very threatening team, as my opponent has Sharpedo, which can clean sweep me depending on the set. But just going to lead off with Amistar as I can get up my hazards, as he ends up leading off with his X-Cloud. And what I can do is just go for my Stealth Rocks. I will be able to survive any one hit due to my Focus Sash, as he ends up going for the Boom Burst. And just going to go for my first layer of spikes. That one little layer could come in handy. So I do have my Virizion, which can just come in and click close combat at this point. He can double switch out into his Amoonguss, though, so I might just double right now into my Meloetta just to keep an advantage, but at the same time, I don't know. I'm thinking about it because he could also just go for Boom Burst. To be honest, I'm going to double into my Meloetta, predicting his Amoonguss to want to come in, as I actually get Hitmontop on the switching, so that's completely fine by me, as I do have Spec Psychic, which can just knock this thing out. But I'm actually going to go for U-turn just in case he wants to bring out Meloetta, as he actually pulls an aggressive switch into Sharpedo, one of the biggest threats to my team, essentially neutralized, as I do have my Virizion, which can just come in and go for SD, just in case he wants to protect. I'm going for SD because I'll be able to get off more damage, if anything. If he does have Zen Headbutt, that shouldn't be able to knock me out from full, as he has Destiny Bond. I use Destiny Bond. I use Destiny Bond. I can't believe somebody's actually using that against me. But I do have Meloetta, which can just come in. Choice Specs. I can click Psychic at this point. He has no switch-ins whatsoever. He has only his Meloetta, and if I wear that thing down with the hazards that I'm keeping up because I'm going for Psychic, I'm just in a great situation. So ends up going out into his X-Cloud. Not entirely sure if it could take a Spec Psychic, as I was proven wrong, but because I am just naturally bulky on the special side, I can take his Boom Burst and just knock him out with the next Psychic, but he ends up forfeiting, so yeah, that's cool. That's good for me. Definitely, I think he still had a chance at that. It would have been hard for him just because Meloetta put so much pressure on his team, and I could just sack something, trap his Meloetta with my Doug Trio, and I think just spam Psychic and win, but maybe he had a chance. I could have messed up. I could have misclicked. But either way, just going to pause it until we find one, and we'll be right back. Alright, so we have found a battle versus a pretty annoying team. He has a Rapid Spinner and a Defogger in Mantine, so I'm going to lead off with Amistar, though, just so I can get up my hazards and pressure him to go for one of those two. I can potentially break his team with Virizion, but it's going to be a bit annoying. Man, this is an annoying team. I'm just gonna go for my Stealth Rocks, though. I can tank any one hit just because of my Focus Sash. If he goes for Toxic Spikes, that sucks. That just sucks for me. But I need hazards just so I can beat his team. I don't know if I'll win though versus RU rather stall. If only I had Trick on this thing. The Blade actually smacks him just a bit if he doesn't get any burns on me, but ends up going for the Sludge Bomb. Completely fine by me. I can go for my spikes, and he'll probably go for Giga Drain now. And like I said before, the Blade actually has fun versus him. If he can't burn me with Scald, if I can weaken this and basically get up an SD before Spiritomb burns me, I just need to weaken his Spiritomb and not get burnt by Scald if I want to have a chance. But he is not going for any other attack but that. I'm just gonna click Ice Beam right now. I'm kind of curious as to why, but yeah, I'm just gonna go for Ice Beam just in case he wants to defog with his Mantine rather. And also, if I get off the damage, I can go out into my Meloetta and I can just click Psychic and knock him out. But of course, I'll go for U-turn, predicting the Spiritomb to want to come in. And then I'll SD up with my my Virizion. Actually, to be honest, I'll just get up more spikes. I want more hazards. Yeah, I want more hazards. Definitely want more hazards. That one little spike could cause, you know, could mean that I can knock him out. So I'm gonna calc real quick how much Virizion's +2 Stone Edge does to +2 Stone Edge does to Torkoal. Rapid Spin. I assume it's the exact same set. Stone Edge does that. So +2 will do. Whoops, that's speed. +2 would do 55 to 66%. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for my spike right here, and I'll pause until he picks a move. Right, so he does end up going out. Doesn't end up going on to his Mantine. He's definitely gonna want to defog right here. That's so annoying, man. I'm gonna pull an aggressive switch into my Dugtrio, expecting his defog, as he actually ended up going right for the Scald. That almost was bad for me. I'm really confused as to why he didn't defog. I didn't have any attack to hit him. That would have been his best chance, but I can go right for Life or Stone Edge. It probably won't be able to knock him out since they're normally physically defensive, since they have massive special defense without any investment. But yeah, just gonna go right for the Stone Edge. If he chooses to switch out into Cresselia, fine by me. I can get off a Toxic on that thing. If he does stay and he actually has full special defensive, I can knock him out. So I'm good with that. Either one of those is good. If for some reason he switches out to Roselia, predicting like my Stone Edge and thinks he can tank it, knock him out with Earthquake after. So there's a few plays he can make right here. I'm hoping for the misplays. Definitely not hoping for the best plays. Hoping for the misplays. Really surprised as to why he went right for Scald as opposed to default. But he ends up going out into his Spiritomb. As I miss. Can't do anything about that. I do have my Almstar though, which can just come in as he ends up going for Shadow Sneak. And I'm just using it as a pivot switch, that way I get the free switch into my Sharpedo. Yeah, Sharpedo is honestly the best thing because I can potentially flinch him, one with Dark Pulse, and two, he doesn't know, he might think I'm special, so he'll probably go for Will-O-Wisp, which I don't mind too much. The residual damage is a bit annoying, but I don't mind tanking it just for the fact that I can weaken Spiritomb. That way I can come through with my Deblade or my Virizion, so it's worth it to just weaken this threat. Also, if Spiritomb is gone, nothing's stopping me from spamming Psychic, or most likely Shadow Ball though, just because he does have a few threats right there. But yeah, just gonna go right for the Dark Pulse. If I get a flinch, that'll be nice for me. It's taking a little while to pick his moves. You might want to switch out to Mantine though. That wouldn't make any sense. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense at all. If I do go for Waterfall or Crunch, you know, I'll knock him out. So I'll 2 KO him. Well, if I was physical, basically, I'd be able to 2 KO Mantine. So yeah, he ends up going for Sucker Punch though. Did not see that coming. Not gonna lie, but that's actually gonna put me in range to be knocked out with the next Life Orb hit. I don't mind that too much as long as I'm able to get rid of a Spiritomb. Getting rid of Spiritomb means that Meloetta just comes in. That's fun. So I can just spam Hyper Voice after that. I don't even have to go for Psychic. Yeah, there's no reason. Yeah, I'm fine with him sacking this Spiritomb right here. Go for it, bro. Go for it. Allow me a free SD with my Virizion, or allow me to spam Hyper Voice. I'm gonna pause until he picks a move. We'll be right back. Alright, so he decides to switch out into his Mantine. I do not agree, as I would have been able to 2 KO him. I get a crit. You know, unfortunate for him, but yeah, I don't know if I agree with switching out to Mantine at all. That means no defog, and I'm definitely not going to let him Rapid Spin with his Torkoal, as I have this just to switch into. And at the same time, I can also just save my Sharpedo. I don't agree with the fact that he went out to Mantine. Even after Leftovers Recovery, I don't believe he would have been able to live. But if he would have, you know, I don't care. I got a crit. Nice. Nice. But I'm able to knock out Mantine. One of the few things that could wall my Meloetta and threaten my Virizion with Air Slash if I did miss, or if I wasn't able to set up and knock him out. So yeah, completely fine by that. He's definitely going to want to go out into his Spiritomb now, but I can just set up an SD versus that. Can I? Yeah, I can. So I'm going to pause it once again until he picks a move, and we'll be right back. Alright, so he decides to go on to his Roselia. I can just Ice Beam this thing. It's not going to be able to knock him out due to Evil Light and Roselia's massive bulk. But I've weakened him to the point where he can't come back in. I can go out to my Meloetta now and just go for Shadow Ball, to be honest. Just to force this thing out and also mean I can get up an SD versus this. Yeah, I'm just going to go for Shadow Ball. I also could have went out to Duck Trio and knocked him out, but I want to say Duck Trio just to Toxic this Cresselia later on. To be honest though, do I don't lose anything by going for Hyper Voice. I don't care if he goes out into his Spiritomb. I really don't. I'm going for Hyper Voice. Keep out his I keep out Torkoal. Or not. I'm going for Shadow Ball apparently. I wanted to keep out Licky Licky and Torkoal, but apparently I went for Shadow Ball. That sucks. That means I have to potentially lose my win condition by going into the Blade. Again, like I said, Virizion sweeps, but he ends up going on to his Licky Licky. I do have my Virizion, which can just come in. Virizion or the Blade sweeps, but yeah, it's annoying that he's going to be able to pass a Wish into his Torkoal. Really annoying, actually. Taking a little while though when he picks his moves. He really is thinking about this. I don't know why. He didn't get up any hazards with his Revelia either. Generally with Stall, you want to get up hazards and start phasing. This thing has access to Dragon Tail, so I don't agree with a lot of his plays, but they're working out for me. So he ends up pulling a double into his Torkoal. Okay, so taking unnecessary damage, as I can just go out into my Blade. Now I know that he can potentially go for. I just don't want to go for Rapid Spin. That's it. Don't want to go for Rapid Spin. I don't care if he goes for a fire move. I really do not. I don't want him going for Rapid Spin at all versus me. So I'm gonna go out to my Blade as he ends up going right for the Lava Plume and does not get the burn. So that's pretty crucial right there that he doesn't get the burn. As I can now go out into my Meloetta, I believe, as he is gonna get the burn this time, but I don't know. I don't care too much. I'm actually just gonna click Hyper Voice. He can easily go out to Spiritomb, but I'm gonna click Hyper Voice just because I'm not sure how he wants to play this out. I really am not, as I don't know what he's doing with some of his moves. Yeah, he ended up staying in, sacking the spinner. Yeah, so I'm glad that I clicked Hyper Voice, as that's one less threat gone. I think Virizion is a rather free switch, but he ends up going for Pursuit. Cool play on his part. But either way, Virizion basically wins the game by going for SD. I believe I can 2-hit KO Cresselia. Don't quote me on that because Cresselia is just a monster. But he's going for Will-O-Wisp. If he missed, I would have SD'd again just because I have a Lumberry. But either way, I can just go right for the Leaf Blade right now, and I will be able to knock out Spiritomb. Best thing you can do is go for. I hope he goes for Sucker Punch. Go for Sucker Punch if you have it. Go for Sucker Punch if you have it. Give me a nice boost. But either way, able to knock him out as he goes out to Cresselia now. And I'm pretty bulky in the special side, so I should be able to tank any one hit that he wants to go for. I know I'll be able to get off 2 Leaf Blades on him, but I just don't know how well I'm going to take his attacks. But either way, I'm pretty sure the Blade just beats Licky Licky unless Licky Licky has knockoff. So we'll see how this goes right here. Virizion will be able to weaken Cresselia. Definitely. I could also switch out into my Duck Trio and go for Toxic right here just in case he goes for Thunder Wave, but we'll see. Yeah, he goes for Moonblast. That does literally nothing to me. Literally nothing, as I can 2-hit KO him with the Leaf Blade, so definitely can go for that. Leaf Blade also has that high crit ratio, though with Gen 6 mechanics, X and Y, it's definitely not going to be able to knock him out. But yeah, he goes for Moonblast again, and looking like he has conceded defeat since he didn't try going for like Synthesis or anything. So yeah, I'm going to be able to knock out Cresselia with the next Leaf Blade, and Licky Licky will go down to the +2 close combat. So he forfeits right there, acknowledging that, and let's find another battle, and I'll pause it until we find one. Alright, so we have found a battle right away, and my opponent has the brothers. My opponent has the brothers, 1 and 2. The Lees. I'm just going to lead off with Amistar as I can get up as many hazards as possible. He has 2 potential Rapid Spinners though. That's pretty cool. It's also annoying. It's also very, very annoying. But I can get up my Stealth Rocks for free as he ends up leading off with Drapion. If he does taunt me, again, that's a bit annoying, but I don't really mind too much, as I actually end up outspeeding him as he goes for Toxic Spikes. So I'm going to click Scald right here as I can potentially get a burn on him, do a bit of damage. I'm pretty sure he is I thought he was especially defensive just based on the fact that, you know, he's Drapion on the team. But either I'm actually going to go for a Spike. That way I can get a potential, you know, I can get some KOs with Dugtrio. Dugtrio actually, Dugtrio actually 6-0s his team. That's pretty funny. That I can just click Earthquake, especially with a bit of prior damage, and knock out some members. So once again, just going to go for another Spike. That way I can ensure some KO. Actually, I'm going to go for Scald right here, as I can 2-hit KO this Drapion, as he ends up phasing me out into my Sharpedo. Completely fine by me. I'll just go for Ice Beam. That way I will be able to knock him out. And I got that speed boost as well as my hazards up, so I'm not in the worst of positions. Sharpedo outspeeds his entire team, as he ends up going out to Hitmonchan. Do not want to stay in to take an attack, a Mach Punch or anything, or a Thunder Punch or something. So I'm gonna go out into my Doublade as he predicts that, and goes for he goes for the Fire Punch, predicting that. But I do have Iron Head, which I can just go for. No reason to go for like Shadow Claw, predicting Delphox, because Stealth Rocks and Spikes are up, which means I can knock it out with Shadow Sneak if I hit it with the Iron Head. And Iron Head is my strongest attack to hit the Hitmonchan, one of his potential spinners. So definitely want to get rid of that as quickly as I can. Yeah, basically as quickly as I can. Also, Virizion smacks his team. Yeah, Virizion smacks his team. Really does. I'm gonna go on to my Almastar because I don't want him to potentially get off a Rapid Spin with his Hitmonlee, and knowing that the weak armor will raise my my speed, I should be able to outspeed him unless he has Mach Punch, which he does. He's able to knock me out, but that's completely fine. I do have my Virizion, which can just come in at this point, not care about the Toxic Spikes, and just knock him out with Leaf Blade. He should go for Mach Punch. If I was him, I'd go for Mach Punch, but just to get off prior damage or any damage on this Virizion, as it is a big threat to his team. But he does not, as now he could go out to Delphox, but I do have Stone Edge, which isn't really the most reliable. He can't go out to Almastar. I can knock that out with Leaf Blade. I don't think he should go out to his Hitmonlee, to be honest, but we'll see how he wants to play this out. I've got rid of 2 big threats to my team. Ends up going out to Delphox. See, if he has Scarf, I guess that's annoying, but at the same time, do I really care? I'll go for Stone Edge, and I miss, as he's able to not knock me out with the he's not able to knock me out with the Flamethrower. This is fine. I don't know if Stone Edge will even be able to knock him out after the Leftovers recovery. I don't know what type of set this is. Maybe this is max defense. It's probably a Subcom Mind variant, just because he has oh, I missed. Just because he has Toxic Spikes, but whatever. I lost a Pokemon that can threaten him, but I do have Dugtrio, which can just come in. Like I said, Dugtrio just gets a kill every single time it comes in, as I'll be able to knock him out with the Earthquake. Rampardos will go down. It is a Glass Cannon. Almastar, if it doesn't go down, I have Sucker Punch afterwards, and as well as Shadow Sneak in the back to deal with it. I think he has to go out to Hitmonlee right here, and I can just spam Psychic, but he ends up going out to Almastar though. I'm not sure what type of set he is. More likely, I can't tell if he spikes offensive or not. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I got a crit on him. Bit of justice, I guess, for missing Stone Edge, as that would have just wrecked his entire team, but I don't know. I don't know how much it mattered in the end. And as long as Rampardos doesn't get up like a potential Rock Polish or something like that, I think I'm good. So yeah, I definitely think I'm good. Hitmonlee can come in. Rampardos ends up coming in. Even if it is Choice Scarf, it won't be able to outspeed me, so I can knock that out with an Earthquake. I wonder if he's trying to I wonder what he's trying to do, to be honest. What I'm actually going to do is when Hitmonlee comes in, I don't want to risk him being like Fake Out Unburdened and sweeping my team, so what I'm going to do is switch out into my Doublade on a potential Fake Out, because Meloetta just wins anyway. So I'll go out to my Doublade just in case he is a Fake Out variant, as he ends up going for Mach Punch, and I should be able to go right for Shadow Sneak at this point. It's not going to knock him out, obviously, but it'll get off damage. Actually, that's dumb. It's dumb. I can just knock him out with Iron Head. I can take his, I can take Knockoff. It's not going to do 40% from Hitmonlee. Yeah, basically by doing that, I ensured that I don't lose to the Unburdened set, just in case he had like a weird Unburdened set with like Knockoff and Sucker Punch. So I think that was my best play to make. Or are we on the RU lap? Actually, I'll find out after. I'll find out after this battle. But He ends up going for Endure, as he gets a Lychee Berry. And does he have Sucker Punch? That's a question. I guess we'll find out if he has Sucker Punch. Oh, I guess he doesn't have Sucker Punch. That's cool though. He did end up being an Unburdened variant, but I don't know why he didn't. I guess he didn't have knockoff, maybe? Well, knockoff wouldn't have knocked me out, like I said, but yeah, we are at 14:55. How much time are we at? 20 minutes. I guess we'll look for one more battle before call it a day, and I'll pause until we find one. Found a battle. We found a battle versus a scary team because he has Baton Pass and a Defog, 2 potential Defoggers. I'm just gonna lead off with Amistar once again, as I can get up my hazards as he ends up leading off with his Amoonguss. Good on him, leading off with Amoonguss, as yeah, I'm just going to go for my Stealth Rocks, as he's able to go right for the Giga Drain. And I believe I can just go out into my Meloetta right here. And I was actually not expecting him to go for Sludge Bomb, but I was expecting, you know, another Giga Drain. It doesn't matter, but I'm just going to go for U-Turn, expecting his switch, as he ends up pulling the switch into Skuntank. Great for me, as I should be able to take, I think I could take his Sucker Punch with Doug Trio, so I'm gonna try that. Especially if he reveals the Black Sludge. Yeah, I could take a Sucker Punch. So just gonna go right for the Earthquake. Like I said, I can take one Sucker Punch from this thing, as he doesn't even go for Sucker Punch. So I'm able to knock him out. As now he can just go right out into his Gligar. And what I want to do is I want to go out to my Amistar, because if he defogs, I can potentially outspeed him in the following turn, knock him out with Ice Beam. If he goes for U-Turn or Zone Rocks, it's fine by me, as long as I keep up my rocks on the field. So it's great that I got rid of his thing, as now it's great that I got rid of his what's it called? It's great that I got rid of his Skuntank. That way, sorry, I get a bit frustrated. That way I can potentially pull a lot of work with my Meloetta, as he doesn't really have much that wants to come in on a Hyper Voice. So I'm just gonna go for Ice Beam right here, as he ends up switching out into his Alomola. Alright, first guy that actually switched out into the Pokemon that you probably should switch out into versus this threat. And I can just go out into my Virizion, but I'm just going to go for Dark Pulse, because I have the flinch chance. And basically, I can 2-hit KO with Dark Pulse easily, just based on the Ice Beam damage. So he goes for Scald. And what I can do is go right for a safe Ice Beam. I don't think he'll want to stay in. To be honest, though, I can knock out Amoonguss with Dark Pulse plus Ice Beam. Yeah, Dark Pulse is. I think Dark Pulse is smarter than going for Ice Beam, as he ends up going for Protect. Okay, I went for Ice Beam, so he might think I might be going for Ice Beam again. I'm okay with that. I'll just go for Dark Pulse though anyway. If I knock out Alomola, that's just an annoying Pokemon gone. Though it is a Pokemon that my Virizion can set up on, but I can also set up on Gligar, as well as well, I can tank Sludge Bomb from Amoonguss. So yeah, I'm just gonna go right for the Dark Pulse, as he ends up going out into his Amoonguss, and based on the damage, I'm thinking he knows I can knock him out with Ice Beam. How much is Alomola at? Not a lot. I'm gonna go for Ice Beam anyway, as I do not knock him out. Wow. But I trap him though, so that's one threat gone. A bit annoying that I didn't knock him out, but by trapping him, I'm putting him in range of where I can just sweep him with Virizion. The only thing that's gonna be annoying is the stupid Combuskin that I'm just scared of in the back. Yeah, I really am. Gligar should be coming in right now, that way I can defog. I'm okay with that, because I can get off a Toxic. If they're running defog, they can't have immunity, so I will be able to poison him. Combuskin ends up coming in though. A bit interesting that Combuskin ends up coming in, but he ends up going right for the oh god, that's a threat. He ends up going for the Endure. I will be able to outspeed him in the following turn, so I'm just gonna go right for the Earthquake once again, as he ends up going for Endure once again, and that's a threat. Definitely a threat. Try and go for Sucker Punch right here, as it works out in my favor. Oh wow, that was scary. I think he played that kind of poorly. If he had a Baton Pass, then again, he couldn't do anything with that. So yeah, I'm gonna go for Toxic on this Gligar, basically neutralizing it a threat, allowing me to set up on it with my Gligar for free, with my own Virizion, sorry, for free. And as he ends up going for the SD. What are you doing, bro? What is he doing? Yeah, okay, I'm gone, but I don't know what he's doing. But I do have Mellow White, which can just come in and spam Specs Hyper Voice, which should be able to win me the game. Delphox will not be able to tank one. Alamola is easily 2-hit KO'd, if not KO'd after Stealth Rock damage. But he ends up going out to his Delph. Why? What are you doing? That was your only chance. You had to get like a Specs crit on me. I don't know. I don't agree with some plays, but yeah, he ends up forfeiting, and we are at 25 minutes. So 1463, where are we on the ladder? Where's 1463 on the ladder? We are number 22. So close to top 10. I'm going to end it right there because we're about 40, 50, 60 points away from top 10. Hopefully next episode we'll get it. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, and until next time, later.